Hi there, welcome back. In this lecture, we will learn about the scoring options that we have with the Endpoint Analytics. So before I jump into Endpoint Analytics, let me show you where this configuration is available. So you need to log into intune.microsoft.com. That's nothing but Microsoft Intune Admin Center, and navigate to Reports. And within this, you have under Analytics, Endpoint Analytics is available. We did talk in the introduction lecture about endpoint analytics, give you some kind of scoring based on the user experience, right? So the word scoring, I would like to split more in depth, a little explanation within this lecture. So we would be covering in the upcoming lectures about all these options, but at this point of time we are going to only focus on something called a score or scoring. So that being said, let me jump into presentation. In the beginning of the lecture, we talked about scores and baselines and insights and recommendations. So let's drill down each one of them to better understand about the analytics terminology. So when we talk about the scores, as you can see here, so when you click on the overview, you will be presented with a nice chart just like this. And within this, you have an options for scoring. The scoring can be viewed here, which also have a category for each of the scoring. Scoring is a specific number that can compare with your a baseline. A baseline is the same size of similar to your organization. What is a standard, a best score? So that is a score. For example, if you look at here, your company having a score of 72 compared with a baseline of 50, right? So you are actually getting a good score competitively with similar size of companies, meaning the user experience is good compared with with other companies, right? So within this, you also have something called here insights. So let me move to the next slide so that you can easily understand about it. So you see here, you have the insights. So insights will talk about improving your score. Let's say you have currently 71 of your score and you want to improve further level. You can click on this insights or the recommendations to follow the action so that you could improve your score level. So if you see here, this is a score for startup performance. So this score stands from 0 to 100, 0 being the lower score indicates that there is a room for your improvement within your user experience. So if the score is reaching to 100, then it's good from a user point of view. And if you drill down further the startup performance, we could see more insights. For example, the core boot or group policies taking, or these are the areas that can be improved. Altogether, how much time it is taking for the startup performance. So you could see here the seconds. For the core boot, it is taking 18 seconds and 71 seconds taking for core sign-in process. So you could look for improvement area within this if you drill down further. And this can be done also with the help of insights and recommendations. Now let's talk about the baselines. So we did talk earlier also little about the baseline. Baseline is the a standard compared to your size of similar company, and if you are at least meeting this expectation of baseline, so users will not be complaining or may not be that much of complaints. But otherwise, if it is increasing, the user experience is more and it is better for them. And now we could also go further level of the device level scoring. So if you just look for the device scoring, so you have an option for device level of the scoring. So every device uh, with their endpoint analytics scores as well as the startup performance and application reliability uh, scoring also can be look into it. And also if you click on each device, again you could further level drill down. For example, if I click on this desktop, it is actually giving the score of 82 and startup performance is only 75. Comparatively, application reliability is 100% scoring. And you also have a startup and application, all this you could, get more in detailed information. So if you just look for a device point of view, you also have a user experience directly from a devices, so which would talk about more detailed information with a little drill down option capabilities you have. So if you just so the device drill level from the reports would be really useful in terms of the performance, or you could even look for in detailed information which is impacting your startup performance, or maybe restart history. All of that stuff can be fully monitored. Apart from this, you also have the hardware model based, so that you could get the reports based on the hardware refresh cycle that you can expect, or maybe legacy hardware details, and that scoring options you would get it. And this entire reports that we talked about can be filtered based on your criteria. You could add more filters, and you could drill further into your data by using filters, so that you could discover the trends of your environment and spot potential issues. That being said, I'll catch you in the next lecture about other capabilities that are available within endpoint analytics.